77, that's where I am on my main account. I've not touched in a bit though. Let me just mute Marvel and then we can do the tier list. Right, I'm gonna talk my way through this shit. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Right, tier list. Starting with Adam Warlock. I need to fucking swap my browser. Like, the ads are so annoying. Right. Adam Warlock. A tier. I think Adam Warlock is like super strong. His team up's good, but he's not quite Mantis and Luna. He's got good damage output. He's got good healing. His burst healing is insane. And then his ultimate is also really strong. But I think the best thing about him is the self-res, to be able to bring yourself back to life. But he doesn't have the same like strengths that not Manta, I always call her Manta, Mantis and Luna have. Because they have so much CC, they have crazy ultimates, they have crazy damage. I just feel like he can't compete. So who's next? Black Panther, S tier. I think Black Panther's the best melee character in the game. Easily. The potential damage output that Panther has and the survivability he gets from shields, and he can just constantly be chaining his dashes. He's so hard to hit. But if you're playing against a good set, two good supports like a good Mantis and a good Luna, it can be kind of tricky to play Black Panther. But in the best hands, this character is going to be like unstoppable. Definitely. Black Widow, D tier. Quite simply just D tier.
Let's fucking go.
Yo, thanks for the prime. Wait, what's your name? Wetchill? Is it Wetchill? That's it, right? Wetchill. Thank you so much. The roster, I'll show you guys the roster after I do the tier list. So I think Black Widow is on the weaker side. Leche? Oh, Leche. Right, got you. Thanks. Black Widow is just weaker than hell in every way. The fact that she can't one-shot is a great thing, but I don't want to see it in the game. But it makes her super weak, and then she's really susceptible to being dived. Her ultimate is one of the worst ults in the game. That shit is terrible. It's terrible. When she uses that ult, you just dive her, because she's going to be doing less damage than she would normally do with her fucking, like, sniping. So that's what I think about Black Widow. Her mobility's pretty decent though, but not great. Hulk is S tier. Actually, I think he's either low S or high A. I think I might give him high A because Hulk can be susceptible to being killed really fast. And I think the Hulk is really good for his Gamma team up. Played in the right hands, Hulk is like almost unkillable. His ultimate is super strong. Not the grab, but the actual monster Hulk ult. That's really strong. And then his damage is pretty decent. It's consistent. His mobility is probably the best mobility in the game other than Spider-Man. And his stun is super useful. And the shields. Shields are really good as well. And if you use them smartly, you can like pull off some crazy plays. Like when I was playing Hulk in the beta, I was blocking Doctor Strange ults. I was stunning Doctor Strange ults. Like you can do some really smart things with Hulk. Captain America. My boy. I think Captain America's C tier. He has potential, but the fact that his shield, when you're using his shield to deflect, right? Why can't you aim it with your crosshair? Why is it random where the projectiles bounce? I don't understand that. Like, why did they do that? Why can't you aim the projectiles? I feel like it just makes it so, like, it's just random. It makes it really RNG. Like, if you deflect an Iron Man ult, sometimes it just fucking flies off into the sky. So that's what I feel about that. I think the fact that you can block melee characters with your shield is a really strong thing for Cap. His team up's not that great. But I think with the right changes, especially his deflect, make his deflect aim, he'll be pretty good. I think he'll be very good actually. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's A tier, I'd say. I'd say Cloak and Dagger has really good potential for carrying. If you use his the thing where it makes everyone go invisible for a bit, that can stop a lot of ults. You can also use it for like hiding, getting away, mobility. That's strong. I think Dagger's healing output is pretty good. It's decent. The damage is pretty good as well. Like, Cloak's massive wall, his Valorant wall, whatever you want to call it, it basically is just like a fucking Valorant ability. But you throw it like the fucking purple wall, and it blinds people, and it makes them take more damage. It makes them take 20% more damage. So I think that's a really strong ability. In what rank do you start banning champs? You start banning champs in Diamond. So once the whole lobby is Diamond, you can ban. But if someone's Platinum in that lobby, you can't ban. So that's how that works. Remove cooldown on his shield and maybe give him his stun on a shield bash. Yeah, I could see that for Captain America. Definitely. Like, I feel like his shield bash lunge doesn't feel like it has that much use. It feels kind of janky as well. Like, it's really gimmicky. Doesn't having a bad team up mean that the character is generally just better? Not really, because if you think about it this way, right? Iron Man with the team up goes from B tier to S tier. Just because his team up is that good. Like, his damage output's insane with the team up. So I think having the team up be strong is way more beneficial than having the team up be weak. Magneto's sword, for example, is another good one. His sword made him the best character in the game in the beta. But since they nerfed it, it's no longer that great. And Magneto doesn't see as much play because of that reason. Who do we have next? Doctor Strange, S tier. Higher than Panther. Doctor Strange is the best tank in the game. Highest carry potential tank. His ult is insane. His teleport is a crazy utility. His damage is really good. And then his shield is super good for like protecting your team, protecting yourself, creating space, blocking ultimates. Like, what can't Doctor Strange do? Let's be real. Plus, he's got his flight for mobility, so he can take high grounds. He can contest fires. Like, he's a really good character. So I think if you want to be carrying games, Doctor Strange is a great one to pick up. Groot. I think Groot's like B tier. He's solid. But I think what Groot struggles with is dealing with like high mobility teams. Because Groot's massive upside is walling people off so they get cut off from the rest of their team, and then their walls do damage to the person they're attacking. But if he's against high mobility targets, he can't really get those walls off as well, and then they can just pick him off at range. So I think Groot is susceptible to that, but overall he's a pretty good tank. Like, Groot Strange I think is still a solid team comp to run, and I think being able to wall off like a Magneto is really beneficial. But if you see a Groot, you can just run things like Punisher, Psylocke, high damage heroes that can just break his walls. Wolverine's super good in Groot as well. Hawkeye. My boy Hawkeye, S tier. Let's be real. We all hate playing into Hawkeye. Hawkeye has bad mobility, but Hawkeye makes up for that with his damage. He can two-shot tanks. He can literally kill Doctor Strange and Magneto in 2 hits if he headshots them twice. And he can one-shot characters with like not even max charge with his headshots. So he can easily get crazy picks off. I think what Hawkeye struggles with though is getting dived. If he gets dived and he doesn't get peeled for, he will die. He shoots 50 cal logs. I think that's pretty accurate, man. His logs are big. Like, he shoots massive hitbox arrows. Groot doesn't absorb the amount of damage. Wolverine also works super well versus Groot. Yeah, because he's so big, he's easy to grab with your leap. And then Groot can't really do much to get back to his team. All he can do is like try and wall himself back, but he's usually dead by that time. Let's see. Hela. S tier. Hela's got insane damage at range. She's got a crazy escape tool. She has 275 HP. Her ultimate is insane. And it's an escape tool also. And then she's got a stun that's an AoE stun. So, like, her kit's loaded. Her kit's absolutely loaded. Crazy carry potential on this character if you can aim. And on top of that, I feel like her right click, where she shoots all the darts and they explode over time, terrible ability. If you use that, you're actually throwing the game. Like, there's just no use for it, really. They need to buff that and then take away from the rest of her kit. You can right click then throw in a stun on it, that's right. But I feel like it's just not that... It feels less impactful compared to the rest of her kit. I think they need to make that more prevalent when you're playing Hela, instead of just fucking hit scan aiming and killing everyone instantly. That is true, you can throw it in the middle of the team and it just sucks them all into it. I've seen that happen a couple times. But I think they could do more with the right click. That's what I feel with Hela. Do more with the right click, take away from the rest of her kit. If they're gonna like nerf Hela. That's what they should do. So make the weaker part of her kit more impactful. Same problem with Hawkeye's explosive arrows. Yeah, the only thing you really use that for is like breaking walls. That's the only thing I've seen it used for. Iron Fist. Iron Fist is D tier. High D. Iron Fist just doesn't have great damage output. His survivability is good. But Iron Fist without peels from his team can't really do much. He's really good into heroes that, or not heroes, he's really good into players that don't really know the matchup. But you should be absolutely destroying this character. In fact, I'm going to move him up to C tier. I think he's C tier. I don't think he's quite Black Widow level, but I also don't think he's great. Let's see, Iron Man. Iron Man without the team up is here. With the team up is here. And I'm going to rate him with the team up because that's how he gets mostly played. Iron Man, his damage output on his Gamma team up is just unreal. You can just shred tanks, DPS, healers, everyone gets shredded. Like, when he's doing that shit, you just die. In most games, Hell is banned, so Iron Man is like pretty much free to do whatever the fuck he wants. But his missiles are useless, and his ultimate is one of the only ults in the game, one of the only abilities in the game that can actually kill through Mantis and Luna when they use their ultimates. That's super high value. So Iron Man is definitely a good pick. I'd say he's up there. Definitely up there. With the Gamma team up, of course. Jeff the Shark. I want to give Jeff A tier. I think people aren't playing Jeff right, but the high level Jeff players are playing this character in the most scummy, bastard, horrible way ever. Yes, Jeff is A. Bro, the Jeff players in high elo are the most scumfuck bastards ever. Like, it's insane. These people get so much value with the ults. This is the playstyle for high elo Jeffs. What they do is they flank with Jeff and they just damage people, and then they run away with the speed boost and the bubbles and stuff to heal themselves and just try and kill you. You can't 1v1 that character if they're good at, like, if the person who's playing the character is good at Jeff, you cannot 1v1 him in most cases. And then his ultimate on some maps where you can throw them off is like a guaranteed team fight win if you can grab enough people. Like, you can easily like chuck 3 or 2 people off the map consistently. Loki. I want to say B tier, high B. Kind of weird that Groot's at B. Do you think he's A? For me, I think Groot is just like, he's not as strong as the other tanks. Like, to get value on Groot is to cut people off from their team. And some people just they don't have that as a threat. And like, some characters that are meta right now, such as like Iron Man, aren't ever going to be interacting with the Groot. And if they ever are, they're just fucking beaming him to death, you know? Maybe you're just biased because Wolverine shits on Groot. Yeah, that could be the case. I could see that. I think Groot has a good ultimate. I forgot to say that. His ultimate's really good. And his damage should be respected. So what was I saying? Loki. I think Loki is B tier because you have to do so much. Like, you have to play so well to do what Mantis and Luna can with so little effort. Like, Loki, you need to be perfect with your totem placements. Your ultimates need to be smart, methodical. Sometimes you can fuck them up as well if you copy the wrong person. And his healing output is kind of like, since it's not hit scan or like consistent, sometimes you can miss your heals and that can like lead to someone dying. But I think he's strong, he has potential. In the right hands, he's easily A tier. But overall, I'd say he's probably high B. The Groot 800 plus damage combos with ults are crazy. That's like if people aren't breaking walls though. And that's just not going to happen in like high elo games. No one's going to be like letting Groot place 3 walls around them like it's fucking Fortnite and they just got boxed in, you know. Unless there's like some crazy Fortnite Groot players that I've not seen yet. Maybe there is. Loki is there if Luna and Mantis get banned. Yeah, I think if Luna and Mantis get banned, he has more play. But if those characters are playable, then Loki's getting played. Like never ever, unless you're a Loki one trick. Okay, who else do we have? Luna, guys. We don't have much to say about Luna, do we? Insane ultimate, CC on right click. Really good damage, really good survivability. 275 HP, good mobility. Like, what is there not to do on Luna? Insane. And fucking insane character. Magik. Chat, I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about this one, actually. I think Magik... I've seen a lot of Magik players put in work. Like, crazy work. I want to give her low A. I think low A might be Magik. You guys are saying A, B... Magik high B, low A. I'll give her a low A. I think Magik, with an amazing team, and used by a really good player, is low A. You know what, since I said the same thing for Loki, I think I'll give her high B. Because Loki can be the same with like a really good team, used by the best person, you know? But so much effort to do things on Magik. So many combos that you need to learn, so many like fucking pathings that you need to do on maps. Like compared to like Hela or something, you're doing so much effort to do like a fraction of the work, you know? Luna needs a nerf, I agree. I think her kit's too loaded. But I think that before you nerf Luna, nerf Mantis. Mantis is disgusting. We'll get to that in 2 characters. Okay, Magneto. I need to go a bit faster because the tournament starts in 20 minutes, so I want to go a bit faster here. Magneto is S tier, but he's low S tier, not quite as good as Doctor Strange. Actually, I'd put him up here. I think Magneto has the best solo carry potential in the game. Wait, what's not for you, sorry? Who did I put in A? That's not for you? Magneto's S? Yeah, I think so too. Are you watching games? Or I'm playing... we're just playing one game today. I thought we were playing more, but I checked the schedule and it's only one game, which I was very confused about. So let's see. Magneto, highest carry potential for solo queue. If you're solo queuing, play Magneto if you want to win. This character can do so much on his own. He's very unreliant on his team, and you can just play for yourself and do so much work. He's got his self bubble, he's got his shield, he's got really good damage, really respectable damage. You can use your ult to stop a lot of ults, and his ult can kill like shit tons of people. You can also kill through Mantis and Luna ult if you charge it up enough. So keep that in mind, it's really good to know. Mantis, S tier. Best character in the game, there's nothing that Mantis doesn't have in her kit. She can give people damage boost, she can heal people over time, very consistent heals as well. She can sleep people on an AoE if they come close to her. Her damage is insane. She can damage boost herself. She has speed boost. Her ultimate makes it so everyone doesn't die, and they also get shields, and they also get speed boost. And on top of that, I swear I'm missing one more thing on Mantis. That might be it. That's like, if you think about it this way, chat, right? That's at least 3 supports in Overwatch that her kit has. She has Brig heals, she has Mercy damage boost, she has Ana sleep, she has Lucio speed boost, she has fucking Baptiste damage. That's 5 heroes in Overwatch. What does she not have? She has passive regen, she can self heal. And Zenalt, yes, exactly. That's 6 characters in Overwatch that Mantis basically absorbs. The Brig one is our like normal healing. It's kind of like armor packs. If you guys have played Brig, she throws her armor packs to people. She works very similar to that, where she like does burst healing and it does healing over time. She doesn't have claws D tier. If I was being extremely biased and I was just hating on characters, I'd put Mantis in the lowest tier possible, yes. The sleep lasts way too long, yeah. But if you guys didn't know, when Mantis sleeps someone on your team, and the little ghost is behind them, the purple ghost, and they're like kind of doing that shit to their head, you can shoot the ghost, and it stops the sleep. So keep that in mind. You can help your teammates when they get slept. Okay, Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight's A tier. Moon Knight has really good damage. He's a good counter to Namor and Loki because his ricochets go off the turrets and the clones. And he absolutely shreds team comps where they all play together. And no one shoots the Anks. No one shoots the Anks. Ever. I don't know why no one shoots his fucking Anks. Guys, shoot the Anks. That's going to be killing your support so fast. You need to be shooting those Anks. It's dangerous. Dangerous. But I do think that they need to make it more obvious when the Ank is placed. Because sometimes I don't even fucking know where it is. I'm looking for that shit. Like the UI on that needs to be different in some way. It needs to be more visible for the enemy. No one shoots the eggs too. Yeah, they don't shoot the penny nests. You're not wrong. It's almost transparent. Exactly. Thank you. Like, if you don't actually look at the physical Ank itself, the circle is barely even noticeable. Namor, S tier. He's like Hela tier. Above Hela. Actually, I think he's stronger than Hela. Namor is the hardest counter to, like, dive and melee characters. His turrets do so much damage. Yo, thanks, man. I appreciate it. We're going to win the tournament. We're going to do it. Our team is going to go so far. We got this. His turrets do so much damage. His poke damage is really good. He's got a crazy escape tool. He can glide in the air. His ultimate is really good for stunning people down and getting kills. His freezing turret with the Luna team up, insane. The fact that it slows people makes it so that melee characters get absolutely fucked. The tournament starts in 15 minutes. We're only playing one game today. And then tomorrow it starts at 1 o'clock my time. Yo, thank you so much for the gifted subs, man. Thank you, Alone Capone. That's a cool name. It rhymes.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I like the Deadpool emo. That's sick. I fuck with that. Okay, I think spoke enough about Namor. Peni Parker. Peni Parker is B tier with Groot. I think Penny's with Groot. Peni has good things in her kit, but I feel like she just doesn't do as much as the other tanks do. Her stun is really good on her right click. I think that's one of the most powerful things in her kit. Her nest can just be too easily destroyed. If people focus and just destroy it, she loses like most of her value. Her mines are dodgeable if people aren't complete like dumbasses and they look out for them. And then her ultimate is not that great. Her ultimate is probably one of the weaker ults in the game in my opinion. So that's what I think about Peni Parker. I mean, people can disagree with that, but me personally, when I'm playing Wolverine, I think she's super easy to kill. Super easy to kill. Penny can stop Strange ult easily, and she can also stop Iron Man ult easily. So yeah, you're right about that. She can stop ults, but that's if she's doing it on purpose and not just like randomly lock based shots, you know. Like if the person's being smart, maybe they can avoid getting stunned out of their ult. But I think Penny's just overall not the greatest. Situational. You can't play her on attack, in my opinion. I think attack Penny's not that great. She's more of a defensive character. She's good at protecting the backline from divers. I think so too, yeah. Penny with Namor is super annoying. Yeah, I can see that for dive, especially. I feel like her webs are useless. They can be good. Like, you can extend the web nest so the mines go out further from her like little nest on the ground. Her little spider bots. Psylocke is, I want to say S tier. I think Psylocke's S tier. Her ultimate is really good. Super strong ult. Her damage can destroy tanks. She can also destroy squishies super fast. Really good mobility. And Viz is super strong. And she's really like self-dependent. She doesn't need her team. She can do things on her own, you know. Do what she wants. Her charge rate is so dumb and so hard to catch her. Yeah, it is really hard to catch her. Let's see, Punisher. A tier. Strong ult. Good damage. His shotgun's weaker now, but I think it's still pretty decent. His turret's good for immuning ults with his CC immunity. And the turret's actually just good for damage, to be honest. And I think that the Rocket team-up is one of the best team-ups in the game still, to this day. So I think the Punisher's pretty good. Yeah, I think he's strong. I would say he's probably more with Moon Knight here. That's where I would put him. Rocket Raccoon. Right, I need to go a bit faster. Right, Rocket Raccoon. Self-res beacon. Good ultimate. Good dashes, good mobility. I'd say he's probably with Loki, B tier. He's really good, but not quite as good as other supports. He can still be played. His res team up, not his res team up, sorry, I was just reading chat. His res beacon is still a really good, like, utility thing to have in your team. Like, you can just bring someone back, and then you can have your teammates come back faster. Like, there's nothing that you can complain about there. Really strong. Scarlet Witch, worst character in the game. Worst character in the game. Scarlet Witch is useless. Terrible ult. Easily cancelable. You can kill her. You can just walk away from it. Her damage is not great. I think that her stun is probably her best ability, but it's not that amazing, to be honest. And her shift is pretty good, where she goes transparent, but then again, she can't be healed when she's doing that. So she can still be killed as soon as she phases back out of it. As I'm playing Wolverine, I think her ultimate is just the easiest shit to cancel. Like, I just cancel that shit all the time with my grab. Moira damage. Yeah, she's kind of like this game's Moira. She's good in low rank. Yeah, I can see that. Like, she's kind of like a character that's good for low ranks. You don't really have to aim much with her, so I think she could be good in that scenario. But I think the Scarlet Witch is not that great. And her team up's not good either. How can you balance a DPS character that has Moira DPS? Make it so her utility is better. So her stun and stuff, and her ultimate maybe. Make it so that's better. But don't buff her normal right click. In fact, this is what you can do. Her tracking damage, don't buff it. But the damage orbs that she throws, you can give that a bit more DPS. Because that's actually kind of skilled. So, okay, I need to go way faster. Spider-Man, good ult, really good ult. Crazy mobility. But you need to do so much to get value on this character. Why is it lagging? You need to do so much damage to get fucking value on this character. And I put him like A. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think he's like A. Thanks for the sub, Tero. Thank you. Thank you for the prime. Yeah, I put him like A. I think he's like decent, right? He's alright. He's not so amazing, but he's good. He's not quite the amazing Spider-Man yet. B tier, I think he's low A, high B. Squirrel Girl, worst ult in the game. Good damage, good stun. B tier. Her damage is really good. Really good damage. S tier cake, no argument there. She has amazing cake. But I think Black Widow maybe has her beat. In fact, no, she doesn't. She's basically this game's Junkrat, but she doesn't have Riptire. And Riptire's a good ultimate. She does not have that. What the fuck is that that emote? The fuck? Amazing. Right, Star-Lord, I think he's probably low A. Good team up with the res. Good damage. Good mobility. All that shit's great. I think Storm, her ultimate is pretty good, but her everything else is pretty bad. But I'd say she's the high end of the low tiers. I need to go faster, guys. I'm sorry. Thor. I think Thor has good survivability, pretty good abilities, good displacement, but his ultimate's not that great. So high B for me. Venom. Venom is with Thor. Venom's susceptible to being killed. His ultimate's not amazing. His survivability is really good, but I feel like sometimes you can get caught off guard. If you get stunned at your web swing, you're dead. And his dive could be better. Winter Soldier, really good ult. His grapple hook's amazing. His abilities are really good. His poke is decent, not amazing though. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give him A tier, probably. Yeah, I'd put him there. He's not S tier, but he's A tier, easily. I think Winter Soldier is probably one of the best design characters in the game. Done such a great job with his kit. Feels so fucking good. Like how you shoot, and then use an ability and it reloads your gun. That's sick. and then on top of that your ult getting resets, and the fucking again. Like, that's just fucking sick. It's sick, man. They actually cook so hard with that character. Wolverine. Right, I need to do it. How do I make another tier? I need to make another tier. Add a row above. Yeah, make it. Oh, I didn't mean to make that one. There you go. Edit. Oh, gang. Give me it, come on. Oh, gang. He's the top. He's the best character in the game. Wolverine's the best character in the game. Wolverine has no downsides. He's perfect. He's good against any character in the game. He's a tank shredder. He absolutely destroys supports. His ultimate's the best ultimate in the game. He has no bad matchups. There's no reason not to ever play him unless he's banned. He is the best character in the game. And if you don't say he is the best character, you're just dumb. And you're hating. He is the best character in the game. But we should buff him. We should buff him. Even though he is the best character, we should still buff him. Because he deserves that for being so cool. So that's my tier list, guys. Let's get ready for the tournament. Did I mistime this, guys? Did I mistime this? I'm messaging one of my teammates. It's in an hour? An hour? You're joking. Is it actually in an hour? Did I mistime this? Am I being a fucking idiot or what? Necros has a timer on his stream saying it's in 1 hour. So you're saying I just rushed the tier list and shit for no reason? Did I really just do that? Oh, that's typical. Well, at least we got the tier list done. We'll take it. All gang moment.